Could hemp be Wisconsin's new cash crop? Thousands of farmers across the state are hoping so, and they're about to take advantage of a new state law. Matt Smith is here to explain. Matt?
Adrian, a lot of them are placing bets for the first time this season. Hemp seems to be all the rage, from new stores popping up to CBD products flying off the shelves. And Wisconsin farmers are hoping, and in some cases needing, to cash in. Was that out of necessity?
Yeah, out of necessity, because we were really seeing a decline in all our markets.
What do we got in here?
Janet Gamble knows a thing or two about risk.
We grow a lot of our vegetable starts.
A constant bet on what will or won't produce.
We have lettuce, beets, and chard.
And also hemp. For the second year at Turtle Creek Gardens in Delavan, they're about to gamble on a new crop for Wisconsin farmers.
There are dairy farmers that are really looking desperately at alternative measures to, keep their farms operating.
Could this be it?
And yeah, it could be. We'll see.
Turtle Creek has a year under its belt.
For 200 of them, I take about between 25 and 30 samples.
Growing and testing under strict state regulations. The farm was one of the first to take advantage of a new state law passed in late 2017 that allows farmers to legally grow hemp for the first time in decades. This year, Turtle Creek will grow 5,000 plants, 12 times more than they did last year.
It's rejuvenated us, having something new to focus on and develop.
We're looking at something like maybe a half an acre that we're going to be planting.
Perry Brown is researching Wisconsin hemp production at the Michael Fields Agricultural Institute in East Troy.
How much of a risk is it for farmers this season here in Wisconsin?
Well, it's a risk. Anytime you put a crop in the ground, it's a risk.
And apparently, a lot want in. The state recently received nearly 2,100 applications to grow or process industrial hemp in 2019, a dramatic 600% increase from a year ago.
I think there's going to be a big learning curve on that, and part of it's going to be the people that grew last year and that are growing this year. They're going to have to learn how to really handle this product and where can they go with it. And they're going to be the pioneers. We hope that they don't lose money, but there's always that chance anytime you're in agriculture.
And it's not just farmers looking to the potential cash crop. Both Milwaukee County and the city are currently exploring ways to grow hemp.
Why not? It's a product that has tremendous upside.
Milwaukee Alderman Khalif Rainey wants production to begin here at this struggling North Side Business Park.
So you don't envision the city making money off the hemp itself?
No, that's not the design in which Century City was created. So that may be the model in which Milwaukee County is looking at, but no different than if it was Amazon or if it was Clement Sausage. We're looking to bring in an employer that's going to bring jobs to the neighborhood that give people a wage that they can take care of a family with.
Is there anyone waiting on the wayside that would like to get in that you know of?
I've been contacted by several proprietors so far. There's a lot of interest.
With high risk comes high reward, or so farmers hope, placing faith that a centuries-old crop now yields cash.
In hopes that Wisconsin can brand itself as a hemp growing state to really strengthen the industry for Wisconsin as a whole.
So, Matt, I've talked to a few hemp farmers. This can be tough starting out.
Absolutely.
What kind of help do they have?
So both the farmer we talked to and the Institute, they are working over the next couple of months to help all of these new farmers, 1,200, 1,400, their first time exploring with hemp for this upcoming season. So they're setting up forums or discussions to really help them and answer a lot of the questions they have.
And really just giving them that support.
Absolutely.
We know that the Farm Bill legalized hemp on the federal level.
Yeah.
So what impact does that have on our state?
So it kind of opened the floodgates. The state says that it brings in some added security for these farmers. But at the same time, the Institute told us that it doesn't cover crop insurance yet. Hemp is not covered here in Wisconsin. So they're really hoping over the next couple months that advances, but yet just another risk as we go into this season.
Yeah, that would be important.
Yeah.
Matt Smith, thank you.
Yep.
Next, it's been called a rainbow wave, the growing number of openly gay people seeking and winning public office.